Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I'm here today for a daily love message to you. I am your person, your special person. This is the True Love Reading Cards by Belinda Grace. They're beautiful. I'm going to use these for the main messages for the journey, and this is for today's Tuesday, and it's October. What's the date? October 28th. Had to look on my phone. October 28th. So we're a couple days away from Halloween. But let's get some messages here. And I got a couple new decks, and I'm going to use, this is the Roots and Wings. I love this deck. And it doesn't have a name, but it says Rooted in Strength. And what does it say? I can't read that right now. Oh, here it is. Embrace your roots, soar to new heights. And then it says, rooted in strength, soaring in freedom. I mean, you know, and look at this. So, rooted in strength, soaring in freedom. And then the side says, embrace your roots, soar to new heights. I just love it. Okay, so let me shuffle this baby up, and I just got it in the mail yesterday from Amazon. So if you're interested in gifting any cards to the channel, I have my Amazon wish list on there. But let's get started. This is exciting. Okay, so what are the messages, Holy Spirit, angels, and guides? What are the messages for this journey today? What are the messages for this love journey today? Wow, I already see we're getting parrot guidance today. Wow, and so the overall message is garden. So, you see the divine feminine, relaxing, laying back. This is reminding me of kind of the Nine of Pentacles energy, where you're relaxing, you're laying back, you're enjoying. And my voice has been really deep this morning. So definitely throat chakra stuff, 222 on the clock, universe having our backs. But she's created a garden. She's continuing to add to the garden of this new chapter. And but this giving me Nine of Pentacles energy and abundance energy. She's laying down, relaxing, taking in everything around her. She's independent. She is, knows who she is. She's learning more about herself daily and connecting with spirit, the garden. So this is the garden of life. This is, what do you want to add to your garden? And as you're adding, it's learning to enjoy and relax into the journey. I think that's a big thing that the feminine is learning right now. So a really beautiful message for overall. I love it. And then we have the distorted masculine. So I feel that this is, if you look at the shape of our world, the distorted masculine energy is is collapsing. And slowly but surely it's collapsing, where the focus was on the material realm, and what I can do for me. And it's shifting. It has been shifting to the heart realm. How can I serve? How can I do what's best for the greatest good of all? And that's the divine masculine energy. So coming from the heart, and the distorted is coming from the mind and self, and the divine masculine is coming from selflessness, thinking of the greater whole. So I see that shift has been happening. It is still happening within your person and within the world itself. So, and then we have the divine feminine. Wow. And I got to cover up the bottom of the picture because YouTube doesn't want nudity. So, but we have the crescent moon. I believe we're still in the crescent moon phase right now. So this is about manifestations, manifesting. This is the fruit of, all your hard work coming in, and all of the growth that has been happening, within the crown chakra for each of you in your divine feminine energy. And, I think the heart chakra as well. There's like green, I don't want to lift it up because there's some nudity, but there's some green around the heart chakra as well. And I love it. The parrot, there's been so much fun stuff online with parakeets, the parakeet that can sing, the parakeet that can dance, and it's so fun and lighthearted. And I think, the birds, they're gifts from God, and I feel like this is a reminder of tapping into that lighthearted energy, of that joy, of finding joy in the simple things in life. And not only that, but the parakeet guidance, the parrot guidance. When you hear something more than once, more than twice, and three times, that's your guide saying, your angels, ascended masters, whoever it is you're connecting with, they're saying, do it. If you hear it, do it. So, beautiful energy. So, wow. And then we have for the connection, intimacy. Wow. So I see your connection growing. Whether you're apart, you're still in separation, or you're coming back together, the connection is growing in intimacy. And you see the twin flames lit up there. Yeah. And there's some just starting out. There's little ones, and there's some that have been going for a while on this journey. So, but I see your connection deepening, becoming more intimate. It's that old saying, um, intimacy is I see into me. Um, so you're both learning about yourselves right now, and, learning more about, seeing deeper into yourselves. And that's allowing you that's going to allow you to be more intimate with each other. Because the first step is into me, I see, the intimacy with ourselves, being able to be honest, straightforward, our unique selves when we're with ourselves. Um, and so that's going to help the connection. That's helping the connection grow in intimacy, deepening the bond between you, which is so lovely. And then we have connection. Yeah. Um, this this is another feeling of romance to me. This is, messages coming in through your through your person, through music. This could be you receiving a message, could be through email, could be through mail, maybe could be through texting, however you receive messages. And there's this abundance, and there's this sense of victory. I see this palm tree, see the V there? There's this sense of victory in the connection, because it has been deepening, and there is this longing for romance on both sides of the equation. And I see the two glasses here, the cups, two cups of love, the mutual love for one another, and wanting to express this, and wanting to romance this, wanting to into the physical. And this is also a message to, again, just like intimacy, finding that romance within yourself, buying yourself flowers, taking yourself to a movie, doing things for yourself that, bring up that feeling of romance, being curious about things, checking out new adventures, that kind of thing. So, having lunch on the beach, I know some of you are near, ocean. I'm so jealous. But anyway, yeah, so this is, that Two of Cups vibe, that romantic vibe that's coming in, that's being created between the two of you and within yourselves. Okay, so this is exciting. I love this deck. So roots to wings. Let's see what we got, because I love this symbol. What is the message your person wants to give you? Wow, what is the message you want to give your person, viewer? Ooh, okay, what is the I thought that one was going to come out, but nope, it didn't want. It said not that one. Oh, wow. Okay. These are just lovely cards. Okay, so it says rebirth. Your person is saying, I'm going through a rebirth right now. The phoenix rising from the ashes. All that's in their life has been burning away. It's that alchemy. It's that wood snake. Whatever they no longer need has been going up in smoke and ashes. And this is a rise of rise anew, embrace new beginnings and opportunities. So they're rising up out of the ashes, and they're creating new opportunities. They're embracing new opportunities and new beginnings. So that means, they're coming towards you. Really beautiful. And they're not giving up. What was this song that I heard? Oh, I heard this song yesterday. And I knew that they were, getting up and they were rising out of the ashes. It was, when I get knocked down, I get up again. Da 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 do. I get knocked down, I get up again. Da 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 da. So I knew that they were rising out of the ashes. That they were continuing to be determined to keep going. You want to tell your person, my throat just got a little mangled there, so you really want to tell them that you are unleashing your potential. Look at that beautiful bud sitting in the sun, growing from the sun, the light. This is, unleashing your inner potential and transcending self-limitations. So you're telling them you are working on your own growth. You are, finding your authentic self, what it is that, makes you joyous, and you're transcending self-limitations. You're rising above the beliefs that you've had all your life. You're letting those beliefs go to become limitless. So you're letting them know that. And then you have, wow, home. You're telling them, I can't wait for, you to return home to me. And it's this cozy little cabin in the woods, and it's return, and this is a message too, to return to your inner peace and self-acceptance, feeling grounded and at ease with who you are. So you're saying that you recognize you're both still healing, you're both working on those things, but the ultimate, I'm also feeling that this is you reaffirming that it's you are recognizing more and more um the joy is in the journey, not just the outcome of being together in your own home, but this is the joy of self-acceptance, of inner peace, of feeling grounded and at ease with who you are. It's that Nine of Pentacles. And I love this because they always end with the last card. The first card, the overall message was this Nine of Pentacles abundance vibe, and we end with it being at home within yourself. So really beautiful. I love it when they do that, and they do it quite often. So I hope this helps. I love you guys so much, and have a magical day. Look for the magic. Namaste.